You're listening to the Foreign and International Medical Graduate Show, a podcast to inspire physicians in the process of immigration to the United States and access to graduate medical education. We create meaningful and helpful content that motivates medical students and doctors throughout the world, with the goal of creating a community that supports itself and gives feedback to each other, that stays updated with the most recent tips and advice on how to make it in America and become a successful resident or fellow in the speciality of your dreams. Dr. Alonso Osorio is board certified and residency trained in both emergency and family medicine and will be bringing you 20 years of his personal experiences, struggles, and motivation. We'll be chatting with people like you to talk about the lessons they've learned along their personal path, how to make an impact, and how we can all benefit from it. Also, we'll analyse the current resources available and how to benefit from them. Thanks for joining us. Please enjoy the show.
Hello guys, welcome back. Dr. Osorio. First of all, this episode is to offer you congratulations, to celebrate you and those 7,500 plus international foreign medical graduates that have made it into the educational medical system of the United States of America. This is not only thrilling, it's super exciting. It is super motivating for me, and to hear each one of your experiences has been really gratifying, and you are the fire that keeps me, Dr. Alonso Osorio, going and producing material for you on a regular basis. So we're gathering together today on episode number 64 just to chat and give you some fantastic information. Guess what? The most recent match day that we just finished has successfully matched and made people qualify for GME in an outrageous number. I thought, and I had said, and I felt that potentially we foreign and international medical graduates were not going to be successful at finding residency training spots in the United States for 2020. Well, guess what? I've been proven wrong. Actually, 132 more compared from last year have made it into the residency programs that are about to start in July 1st. The results of the 2021 match, they just got posted. And as I said, more than 7,500 international medical graduates obtained first-year residency positions in the United States. The 7,508 IMGs who match represent an overall IMG matching rate of 57%. So when you are sitting there studying and thinking about the possibility of finding a residency training in the United States, whichever it is, we're not talking specifically by specialty, there is almost an 1 out of 2 chances. Let me say that in better terms. Pretty much it's the flip of a coin, 50-50, which I think are pretty good odds having to compete with so many local grads, US grads. And despite the fact that the government has cut funding for graduate medical education, and I don't know if you guys knew that, but in the United States taxpayers, people like me, citizens and residents and people that work in the United States, have been paying for graduate medical education for decades now. And this is rather rare to occur, but this is phenomenal and fantastic news. So I want to thank the United States taxpayers for allowing us to come into their country, get trained as physicians, and to serve within your community. Because we represent the voice of a minority. We made this country better. We increase diversity. We strengthen the numbers. We make this country better. I don't want to sound like Donald Trump, but literally, the quality, the knowledge, the dedication, the professionalism that foreign medical grads bring into the residency programs of the United States is huge. We play a huge role and a big, important participation in this big pie of GME, graduate medical education. I'm looking here at a graph that was just posted by the ECFMG. Let's look at the numbers grossly and follow me up on this one. For the 2021 Residency Match, we offer 928 more positions for first year residency training spots. 928 more when compared to 2020. The numbers for 2020 last year were 34,266. The numbers for 2021 are 35,194. Now, let's look into what they call the IMG participation, or how we did. In the 2020 match, 12,074 IMGs participated. This year, we went up by 1,164, taking that number to a historic record of 13,238 participants. Now, when we look overall, the matching rate, and this is pretty much slightly even, but I support the theory that I felt that we were not going to be successful at matching. So listen to this. In 2020, 7,376 foreign medical graduates, international medical graduates made it in. That's 61.1%. But the numbers went up on matching numbers, 7,508 people, which brings out the percentage down a little bit to 56.7. So in proportion, I mean, if you want to really get anal about the numbers, I would say not too bad, pretty much even, but I would like to see this trend and how it will behave for 2022 and 2023. And I'm not predicting or saying anything, but let's keep a close eye on this.
The Foreign and International Medical Graduate Podcast is proudly sponsored by nextdaypodcast.com. As I said, nextdaypodcast.com. They provide podcasters like me with affordable podcast editing services with 24 hours turnarounds. You simply send them your raw recordings and they do the rest. If you're not podcasting right now at this moment, check out their amazing podcast launch packages. I'm one of those that is extremely satisfied. And if you use the promo code Medical Next Day, that's Medical Next Day, you will receive 10% of any of their services. Again, that's nextdaypodcast.com.
Well, let's be optimistic. Many of you sit on the table and want to study, and sometimes they don't know what are their odds. So those are your odds. Coming to America is not easy. You guys are about to prepare to get those J1 visas, those H1B, and the ECFMG also in their newsletter webpage has made an announcement in which they say that actually the Department of State is resuming visa services for medical professionals with an approved Form DS 2019. And they're actually stating that if we, foreign medical grads, have difficulty on booking a visa interview, that we need to contact them at the email sp-support@ecfmg.org. And there is plenty of resources, so don't forget to the ecfmg.org website and follow up closely. They also have an app that you can download in your iPhone or Android, and you can really follow up closely with notifications on the most recent news changes and updates. As we said before, Step 2 CS is out of the books. There is a little bit of delay on the scoring for the CK. But also, as I was surfing the web, there is a fantastic resource, fantastic 34 pages resource just published by Famer and the ECFMG for those that match into residency programs. And it is a collaboration of leaders in graduate medical education that, through the CEO, Mr. William Pinsky, have joined forces to create this fantastic manual called the Transition in a Time of Disruption. Transition in a Time of Disruption is the practical guidance to support the move from undergraduate medical education to graduate medical education. What that means is just a guide that will teach you step by step how to move from coming to your country into what is residency training like in the US. It is fantastic. It was just published March 2021, so that's pretty juicy. A little part of the introduction states that the COVID-19 global pandemic has disrupted almost all aspects of our lives, and that medical education has not been an exception. But despite it all, the community has exhibited remarkable innovation and resilience. Throughout the crisis, both medical students and residents have selflessly provided care for patients, oftentimes sacrificing elements of their own professional development while deepening care for others. And it is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. I really want to thank the ECFMG for what they did. And it is just remarkably motivating to see that they actually have been advocating for us. And in the next episode, I am bringing in our episode number 65, just to give you a preamble on what's happening. I have two of my pupils, colleagues, and guys that I did work with to tell us about what it was their experience of matching into the residency program. And actually, Dr. Daniela Rodriguez published something really beautiful in her website, in her Facebook group. It is remarkably beautiful what she wrote, and she gave me permission to read it out to you guys to wrap the episode. On March 16, Dr. Daniela Rodriguez and the USA Residency Match group, Never Give Up, that has now thousands of followers, celebrated the very tough process that Daniela had to submit herself through the last 5 to 6 years. And finally, in her fourth attempt, on March 15 at 10:58 in the morning, she received an email from the NRMP stating, "Congratulations, you have matched." And this is what she wrote. "Immediately, my hands began to shake out of joy and excitement. I couldn't believe that what just has happened. Finally, after 4 attempts, my dream of becoming a pediatrician will come true. Yet, looking back at the path it took me to get here, I can say that it was filled with tough challenges and obstacles. But thanks to those challenges, I am the person that I am today. During the process, I met amazing people who were willing to lend me a hand without ever meeting face to face, like me and her, just to clarify. Not only that," she states, quote, "I became a better person, appreciating more and more the unconditional love for my parents, siblings, and the rest of my family members have always given me. Most importantly, God's timing is perfect." Quote, unquote. Just making a quick pause, it makes me really tearful because I can put myself in how I felt 20 years ago, going through this process and finally getting accepted while I was feeling rejected for so many years and my self-esteem was taking a beating. So I get a little teary-eyed here and I'm closing my eyes and getting a little emotional. Anyway, and she goes on with the following. "Since I started this process, it hasn't been easy at all and has become harder when, after 3 consecutive tries, I could not match. Each time it felt I was not going to achieve it. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but at the same time, there was something that kept pushing me to keep fighting. After each defeat, I'd gained more strength. It was within those disappointing moments that I decided to create this group, USA Residency Match Never Give Up. Funny, what began as a Facebook group soon became an international family. I met people who were also going through the same difficulties as I was. Although not everyone was in the same path, what brought us together was the desire and willingness to keep fighting. I soon realized that I was not alone and that if you, the group, or anyone in the group, believe in her, she should believe in herself. Today, I'm writing to say thank you. Thank you with all my heart. But most importantly, to tell you that anything is possible and that if you could achieve what I have achieved yesterday, March 15 of 2021, everyone can. Never stop chasing your dreams. And do not let the negative thoughts limit you. I also want to thank my parents, my friends, and everyone who was part of this process. Never give up. And she's thanking doctors and friends, Andrea Cortez Fernandez, Dr. Alonso Osorio, that's me, Residency Success with Dr. Shay Data, Dr. Varun Agrawal, Sana Khan, Seal Bath, Hernan Goicochea, Rosana Romero, Orozco, Ariel Ricci, Levine, Héctor Fauricio Pinilla, Juan Pablo Ruiz, y Juan Camilo Rodriguez Cuellar. Just wanted to bring those names up because I think they participated and play a huge role in her success. So remember, coming here, being here, it's not only you, it's a bunch of people that have supported you throughout the years, and it never gets easier. Please keep working hard, keep trying hard, and don't forget to visit osoriomd.com and my group in Facebook at the Foreign and International Medical Graduate Podcast, and obviously my Facebook page with Dr. Alonso Javier Osorio Giraldo. You guys know that I love tennis. Once in a while I post some medical stuff. Been really busy adapting to this process of potentially going to Texas, and I'm really excited about it, and things are going well. So please pray for me. Don't lose the faith. Let's get rolling, work hard, and let's stay in touch. For now, I say I'm out. Goodbye.